Well, greetings once again everyone, my name is Nick, thank you for joining me. We're going to be playing Mario Andretti Racing on the SEGA Genesis or Mega Drive, depending on where you are in the world. It's developed by Stormfront Studios and published by EA in 1994. It's licensed under the name of Mario Andretti, who is a really cool racer. Now this video might be a bit longer than usual, I'm thinking, because it's racing. It gives you Indy cars, stock cars or sprint type dirt buggy type racing over a championship or single player or single race, and we're going to do a single race so we can show everything. There's the Indy car, there's the stock car, there's the sprint. You can change the number of your car, automatic gears will go for. You can even change the paintwork as well, so how about that? Now, if you're unfamiliar with Mario Andretti, he was Formula 1 World Champion in 1978 for Lotus, also drove for March, Ferrari, Panelli, Alfa Romeo and Williams. Let's pick what track we're going to do. You can have tips on here as well. We'll start with a qualifying session. He won the Indy cars 4 times, I think, and Daytona 500. So, this looks okay. Oh, it feels a bit like Vroom on the Commodore Amiga. Sounds a bit like it as well. Very smooth running game initially. Oh dearie me. So I'm in qualifying. Look at the map up the top. Hopefully I get a couple of laps to try and prove my worth. But I think in the game, whoa, this is where the main action is. The other two are like bolt on, I guess. But we'll play everything to see how it goes. Right, so 1978 Formula 1 World Champion. Then quite a lively. I think he did IndyCar first actually. They went back to IndyCars afterwards. Yeah, I've got to get used to the road holding of this thing. Oops, that was rubbish. I clicked on the apex there. Right, come on Nick, you can do this thing. So, 43.19 is my best lap. Let's see if I can beat that, improve it the second time round. I think these might be based on real life tracks, but in the States, so I don't know them. You might recognise them a bit more. The horizon's pretty much bog standard, going across there is what I'd expect. I'm quite liking this thing so far, but I'm always a sucker for a racing game that moves fast. It controls not too badly. I think it might be a bit lively in manual gears. Whoops, yeah, I get that wrong each time really. I prefer Super Monaco racing and the Formula 1, which is well, F1, I suppose it's a Vroom equivalent. But this is playing quite good as well and does have some variety to it. Oh, good bit of speech there, good. So I've got it down to 39.62. Looks like you get 3 laps really to prove your mettle. And then you'll get into a race. So championship is where the action is, I think, in here. We won't do that this time because I want to show you all the 3 different types of racing to see how they differ. If you had this one back in the day, let me know. But I think I would have played this quite a bit because I'm talking as I go around. This is my first go on it and I'm not doing too badly. Although, if you can call it that, I'm drifting way off the racing line. I think there's quite a bit more time to had. Absolutely had, and I think changing the colours of your cars would have been rather cool as well. What was that? 39.24. Where's that put us? Yeah, last, but not too badly off the back of the grid there. Another second we'll be into the grid. Another 3 seconds, I'm sure I can get. We would have been in pole position, or 5 seconds I should say. Right, here we go. Start your engines. It's a rolling start. Oh, that's interesting. So at the top there's chase view if you want it, and at the bottom it's like cockpit view. Yeah, I would have preferred the top bit to stay on the map. That's confusing. Now, I'm going to be using the bottom bit, but whatever one you favour, I suppose. Sounds a bit like wasps going round. We're following them, but very similar sounding to Vroom. I wonder if it was influenced by that. Oh, come on, keep going. So, where's my position? Position is 9th. It seems like you can crash into the back of these cars without taking any damage. It won't be the end of your race. A bit like stock car racing, I suppose. Got past him. Oh, the top screen is very useful trying to block cars off illegally from trying to overtake you if you see them they're coming up behind. So it is quite useful. But immediately I am missing not having the map there, so I don't really know what bends are coming up because I haven't really learnt the track yet. Alright, I think this is doable, this. Oh, clicked his back wheel and we're stuck in 7 planes going around here. I don't recall how many... Oh, lost it a bit there. I don't recall how many laps we've got, but we caught it. How many laps do we have to do? I'd imagine we can do pit stops as well. I've just noticed there's 2 green bars there. F must be fuel, I suppose. Oh, 3 at the same time. Oh, that was tough. That was tough going. I don't think this is, apart from having the Mario Andretti name, I don't think this is a licensed game. So I don't think there'll be official other drivers. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I only sort of like watched IndyCars when Nigel Mansell was in it in 1993. So a lot of changes since that point, I'd imagine. I do watch Formula 1 when it's going on, but time of recording, it's the coronavirus and nothing's going on whatsoever. Come on, Nick, get round. We're in third place all of a sudden. I don't know how. We cut that fella up. We're in second place. Good, good, good. Oh, yeah, I blocked him off. Now, hopefully it announces the last lap so we don't have to guess. I'm starting to get slowly better, aren't I, of the thing? Right. Good lap. Thank you very much. But he didn't say last lap, did he? There's the leader there. Stay on the leader. We got past him quite easily. We have got a straight line speed advantage. Although at the moment I'm slow around the bends, which isn't surprising. I'm causing chaos here. Oh, block him off. Is he going to come past? No, no, no. Oh, he's come past there on the outside. But as soon as I got straight, I can just pull outside and get past him. Oh, I didn't. Got too cocky there. Oh, I do like it when it slides like that. Do a bit of drifting. I'm not sure what's causing that. Take it to the left. Back on the inside then. No slipstream here. Surely I'm going to get him. We're side by side and he just pulls it again. Am I going to come second here? But not bad for your first go to be in second place. We're having an amazing battle. Oh, come on, get past this. Oh, that's not good. Driving on the grass does slow you down quite a bit. I might be challenged for second place from third behind me soon, but I've got no rear view mirror, so I can't see anything behind me, like the Nigel Mansell game. I've still got to review, I think it's Nigel Mansell IndyCars. I think that's a game we need to look at as well, but I do like a good racing game. Pit stop was required. Right, so, a bit of animation. Fuel goes in, the wheels go off. Get me out of here. Hopefully the other competitors need to pit stop as well. They did call me in there. They did call me in. And I've come out after my pit stop in third place. Don't know if it's a quick stop or a slow stop, but it wasn't a Penelope pit stop. Keep on it, keep on it. It's easier to drive it, I'm finding, down the bottom. Just use the top screen for reference. This guy's slowing me down. Don't know what car he's in. Get out of the way, you big fool. Nick coming through. This. It's more like the Wacky Racers the way I'm driving. Yes, perfectly cut him up. Thank God I've got an invincible car, which you don't get in Formula 1 or IndyCars as far as I'm aware. Don't know what they have to be made out of. We're in first place. Thank you. Overtaken the guys in the pit stop. That's what you do. So as long as I don't mess this up, I'm going to win, aren't I? Surely. I think I'm ready for the championship now. I don't know. This is a key for a blundering series. I think it might be a bit too samey all the way through. Two views, as you can see from the screen here. It's well laid out. It moves quite fast, and it's very, very playable. It's a good Formula 1. Well, not a Formula 1. It's a good IndyCar racer. But, you know, I prefer those other ones I mentioned before. Super Monaco. But this is pretty good as well. If you like Vroom, familiar with that, you will like this one too. There was another Andretti Racing game, I think later come out on the Sega Saturn, but that's different from this one. So if you was a Sega Saturn owner, this is a different game. Come on, Nick, keep going. I like the engine sounds. They're good. I'm not sure how realistic they are for cars of the time. Bearing in mind, this is 1994. This is IndyCars. After this, we'll have a quick race on stock car racing. But, you know, it's going to play the same as this, let's face it, because you can bash into anything on this. That was it, the last lap, we've done it. And we've won, I think. First place, player one. That's me, if he wasn't paying attention. So that's the main game, IndyCars. If you're playing a Mario Andretti racing game, you'll do IndyCars. EA 1994. Or Electronic Arts if you want to call it the full name. But we'll go into some stock cars now. We'll do a qualifying race again. Player one wins again by 7 seconds. Stick that in your face, other racers. I think, yeah, Mario did, not to be confused with Super Mario, but Mario Andretti also did stock car racing. These Daytona 500, he won that. He won the Indy 500, I think, as well. He had a few near misses. But yeah, also IndyCar champion 4 times, as I mentioned there. So that was good. Right, we'll drive this pink car. Shall we change the colour of it just to save our blushes? No, we won't. Right, so what tracks are available? A few ovals here. We might do an oval. When I think of NASCAR racing, I do think of ovals automatically. Need a bit of skill, slipstreaming and going past people. If you want to play a really awful type NASCAR game on the Commodore Amiga, is Days of Thunder, based on the film Days of Thunder with Tom Cruise, which is blooming awful. Moves very slow. So, is the car going to feel a little bit different to the IndyCars? It is feeling a bit different. It's sliding around a little bit more. So it's going to be the same thing again, I think. So half the screen at the top you can use for the map in qualifying at least, and I presume when we get to the race that's going to be replaced with a chase view instead, if you fancy doing that. But you can't do the chase view for qualifiers, you have to wait to the race. It's a little bit strange. Would like an option there. Hold on. Yeah, ease off the accelerate slightly. Take it as much wideness as you can, if indeed that is a word. Now I should be able to learn an oval track quite quickly, shouldn't I? It's always going to be left turns on this thing. It's never going to go anywhere else. Just knowing how quick you can go, how much you need to ease off the accelerator. We're done a 34.57. Oh, lost a bit of speed there. I clicked the outside. But I don't think there's going to be any spectacular crashes here. You can't flip over 500 times. It's just you and the tarmac and whoever else turns up in our bright pink car. No commentary. That only sort of like started coming in on the PlayStation 1. You will get brief commentating on this, like final lap, best lap, good lap, all that sort of stuff, but that's about it. One more lap of qualifying. 34.57, still the target to beat. As you remember, if you've got a big memory, on my last race in IndyCars I was at the back of the grid, but only about a second off the next one there. I'm hoping I'm going to improve as we go through Oceanport Racing Park, wherever that may be. Oh, not sure how many ovals there are in the States, probably quite a few. They seem quite dangerous if there's a lot of cars racing together. But what do I know? I've never raced an oval. There's a cricket stadium called the Oval, but that's something completely different. Oh, I've made a mess of that. So 34.57, where's that put us? Oh, we're quite far up the grid. We're 5th on the grid. 3/10 off Bart Finley. And I just want to say Bart Finley instead. It's trying to make me say that, but I won't. Right, here we go. Yep, so I was right. Got chase view at the top, bonnet view at the bottom, or cockpit view, more or less, and that's what I'm going to use. Terrible start. Yeah, 3 or 4 cars passed me on the opening start as I go into position 8. Won the first race. Can I do it again here? This looks like it's going to be a little bit tight, a little bit closer racing, going around the bends. Oh no, it's all about maintaining the speed. This is a very camp looking car. Looks like something from a Hot Wheels or something. Get round here, go past you, cheese face. Yeah, I prefer the IndyCar race. This looks a bit blocky, but good to have an addition on the rest of the game. Now, Mario Andretti did have a son also racing in IndyCars called Michael Andretti, and he made the move at one point, I remember, not sure what year, to Formula 1. But unfortunately for him, in your first year of Formula 1, when you were trying to get to grips with it, his teammate was Ayrton Senna in McLaren, and Ayrton Senna was absolutely brilliant. I remember a race, I think it was in Monaco, where Michael Andretti got lapped by Ayrton Senna on lap 3. And he never really got to grips with it, which was, in a lesser team, he probably could have got away with it and people would have forgotten, and he worked his way up to the better teams. Because he started off in the best team, versus Ayrton Senna already, which is arguably the best driver ever, that is arguably, then it sort of like killed his Formula 1 career stone dead. And then I think he returned to IndyCars again. But Mario Andretti was where the action is. Did Michael Andretti win IndyCars as well? Let me know in the comment section below, because I do not know. But I am in 3rd place here, stock carring away. 2nd place is on the horizon. Oh, who was that? Someone broke down and we just went right into the back of them. That wasn't good. Fancy stopping. That was a bad place to park and have a picnic. That really was. And that's dropped me down from 3rd down to 7th place. That was alarming. Surely my pit crew could have told me about that. That's probably going to happen again at some point, isn't it? That is the problem with ovals. If there's some error, but if you're travelling at this speed and there's a problem in front, you haven't got much time to get out of the way. Alright, that car could stop. No, it is moving a bit as we zip into 5th place. What I'm disappointed with a little bit is, on ovals, it's all about slipstreaming, pulling out in front of a car and getting past. It doesn't seem like there's any slipstreaming available in here. It's not a phenomena in the physics of the game. Slow down here. I don't want to crash into those. 4th place. Oh, look at this. Weaving. Yeah, the collision detection on the side isn't great. It looks like you've got about half an inch you can go within. Last lap. Can we get into first place? I can see the others. Oh, look. I was past him and then he just turned up again. Yeah, IndyCars works a lot better. This is a little bit flawed, but maybe it's the track itself. So I'm not overly impressed with this. Compared to touring cars on PlayStation 1, which is going to come a bit later on. Yeah, it blows this away really, but you'd expect it to. We're trapped in 4th place. I don't think we can get out. Oh, look at that again. That guy just went for a spin. And he's got... Oh, look at that. He went for a spin. I collided into him and I've just lost a position. Curse his blast. I'm not going to get this back. You need fuel. Right, we need fuel, do we? What if we try and go without fuel? We don't need fuel because we're finished. Right, 5th place. So not as good as 1st place, but you could have worked that out for yourself. Right, shall we zip into the other one, the dirt track racing on that strange, crazy buggy that looks like something you might find in Grand Theft Auto if you look far enough, hidden behind a shed or something. A nice pink car that's red, yellow. Let's go for yellow. Yellow is the one. I don't know why you want to change the car number. Maybe there's a favourite car number you've got. Right, so lots of different ovals here. Don't make a great difference, I would have thought. Maybe the horizon or the scenery is different. What should we go for? Let's do Box City, Fallen Rock. Not Fraggle Rock though. That's not an option there. So you haven't got that. Look for another game. We won't put Andretti's tips on because he says something like brake at corners and accelerate and all that sort of stuff. 5 laps. 5 laps. Here we go. Ooh, this looks a bit different. It's a dirt track near some mountain. Oh look. All right. Okay. So this thing you need to drift. It seems. It's all about drift. Yeah, this is all about drifting around the corners, which it's not my... Yeah, see, it's not my best forte. And if you do it wrong, it cuts out to chase you to, show that. Oh, I just want the car to go a lot quicker than it is doing. We're going to spin. No, we got away with that. So it wasn't great control there. So it looks like there's an order to this thing. My favourite is the Indycar Race, which this whole thing is built around. Second favourite is stock car racing, which is a little bit blocky, a little bit flawed. Doesn't seem to have the finesse of Indy cars. And this one, the dirt track, I wouldn't have played this version too much because I just don't like the drifting element to it. But, you know, it gives you an extra dimension if you want to test your skills as a driver. Short lap this, 17.62 seconds. If I can get round without crashing into the side, I'm sure to beat that, am I? It's all about the qualifying. There, right. So 17.04. What does that do? Puts me low. Oh, look at that. My drifting is rubbish. I'm 4 seconds at least off the pace there. 4 seconds behind Jim Skinner, that famous dirt track racer. Right. So, got a funny feeling I might come last here. I've already been playing this quite a while. Who cares? It's a review type gameplay type thing. And basically the idea of these reviews, which is not understood by everyone over and over again, is not to do expert gameplay. It's about to see how much enjoyment you could have got from the game on your first, second or third go. How addictive would it have been? And if you've been bought it as a present for your birthday or Christmas, or even saved up for your pocket money, would there been enough there for you to want to play it again a number of times, or just keep it and not play it hardly ever, or return it to the shop for a refund? Now, as I say, I'm always a sucker for racing games. Although this isn't the best racing game in the world, there's enough there which would have kept me entertained because of the speed of the thing. I feel that there's a challenge there to be unlocked, and the championship in Indy cars would have kept me going for quite some time. So I would have played this quite a bit. I'm giving this one a thumbs up. As I say, it's not my favourite Formula 1 type race game by a distance, but it is pretty good stuff. I can see a lot of people liking it, and I would have given it quite a bit of time as an alternative to those other ones, Super Monaco, F1 and the like, and Nigel Mansell. I'm never going to get that drifting right, am I? We're in 10th place. They've just disappeared off the horizon. Ah, man. Come back, do. Other cars come back, do. They're not going to come back, are they, Nicky? No matter how bad your singing gets, they're probably going to stay further away because of that. Curse them all. Well, I've come last there. You came last. Oh, dearie me. That's my arcade voice. You came last. Right, okay. It really should be the end of the review now, but let's just have one last race, just for fun, of Indy cars. We'll put it as McLaren Orange. We won't do any qualifying. I'll just work my way up from the back of the grid. What could possibly go wrong? number 12. EA Sports, orange car. Let's pretend we are McLaren doing an IndyCar race. Right, what track should we have this time? I did quite well on the first track before, but we're going to try and pick a different one. Can't remember what one we did before now. Bayshore, Ashton Motorsports, Playland. Playland? USA Raceway. That looks like an interesting track. That wasn't the one we did before, was it? Right, okay. No, we won't bother qualifying. Just go straight to the race. 6 laps. Might have to do a pit stop in the middle, I'm not sure. So I start right from the back. Wish me luck. Orange. Yeah, this is a different track. Looks like it's later in the day as well. It's a little bit darker. Off we go to a terrible start. 6 laps to do this thing. Count them down. In 10th place. 9th. Oh, yeah, 8th. It's stock car IndyCar. What a thing that would be. What would that be? I've been watching, because there's no Formula 1 going on at the moment, I've been watching the virtual championship, and a percentage of real racers are actually in that. And because it's online, they take more risks, and the races are much more exciting than the real race. You get spectacular crashes, shortcuts, it's a laugh. It's like a pub racing. But they don't do it on this. I think they use Formula 1 2019, I think on either a PC or a PlayStation, I think. PlayStation 4 that is. Right, so 7th place. Looks like this track's a little bit twisty for the newbie. I am enjoying it all the same. I just need a decent sized straight, because I don't think I'm going to beat any of these guys under braking, because they'll just come next to me and crash me. 6th place, that was quite lucky. Don't let them overtake you on the bends, Nicky. Bends is not a good thing to do. Pass there. I hope if Mario Andretti is watching, please comment below. I know he's not watching, but there's always a random chance he might do, could do. Or Michael Andretti. Let's say either of them, or any of the Andretti clan. I think there were others. Right. I think there was a game. I'm not sure it was Lotus 1 on the Commodore Amiga. I think it might have been Mario Laundretti. I think I might have made that up. It was sort of like did like spoonerisms, I guess, or changes on people's real names. There's Nigel Mainsail, Ayrton Sendup, Alan Phosphate. You get the general idea, don't you? Oh, don't crash off. 4th place, it isn't too bad. Oh god, lost a bit of traction there around the bend as well. Maybe went in too fast or accelerated too early out of the bend. But this isn't supposed to be a simulation. This is pure arcade. So maybe that's a random thing that happens every now and again. The ability to change the colours of your cars is a really nice touch. I'm really digging that. Big styley. Right. Okay. So 4th place. Hopefully we don't have to make any pit stops. I think we might do over 6 laps. I'm deliberately cutting off that car in blue that keeps trying to come past. Oh, he's come past on the inside as I skid out and lose a bit of traction, but he's hopeless on the straight, so I need to get past him quickly. Good, that's it. So we're going to have a bit of a ding-dong battle, I think, us two throughout the whole race. For 4th and 5th, there he goes past again. Who is this person? Who is he? If it's you, comment below. Someone in a blue car. The orange car and a blue car had a race. That's from the Milky... That's from a classic advert, isn't it? Milky Bars, perhaps? I think so. Anyway, as long as it's retro, it fits in with the channel. Hooray! Not a great deal of undulation on this racetrack, is there? I do like seeing a bit of undulation. I think there was one where it's ever so slight, but it's pretty much flat other than that. That's one criticism. I do like undulation, bring it in, but I doubt you have undulation on an oval track, do you? Or maybe a lot of these Indy cars don't have a great deal. This guy's starting to get on my nerves now. I need to keep him behind me. Look at the fuel, it is looking quite low. It's in a yellow bar, you can see about midway down the screen. Right, laps to go 3. Oh, we're on lap 3, I think, so halfway through. So we're probably, I don't think we can last the whole race, so we are going to have to do a pit stop. Curse it. Oh no, almost there. Whenever I lose it, right, I'm in 1st place because the others have made a pit stop. You need fuel. Well, that's good advice. Can't you just send me some? Just throw me some as I go past. So it's all about now. This in lap I'm going to do. Can I go around quick enough and get a quick enough pit stop to jump anyone? Or will I run out of fuel anyway? It is in the red. I might have done this wrong, folks. Yeah, I know I need fuel, I know. You don't have to keep telling me. I can't get fuel out here. I need to wait till the pit stops. Are they going to tell me again? I bet they do. Oh, I was hoping the orange paint to be lighter so the car can go quicker on this fuel. It's looking very, very poor. The amount of fuel I've got left. I think I'm driving on fumes at the moment. I need fuel. Do you think I need fuel? He seems to be hinting I need fuel. He should chill, man. Chillax. I'm doing this thing. I'm not Mario Andretti. I'm the famous Player 1. Because Player 2 never turns up. But despite the split screen, I don't think there's an option for a 2-player. You can only do one at a time. Oh dear, look at that. Fuel's gone. We're out of fuel here. Oh, he's span round trying to get past me. Car's slowing down. Is that the pits? Just enough to get in there. Cool, that was lucky. Right. Fuel me up. Change the tyres. Do something else. Finish the fuel. Off we go, and we've gone right down to 6th place, so that pit stop strategy has not worked at all. I think I lost loads of time when I was out of fuel. I should have stopped the lap before. But you know, I'll never learn. You can do that if you play this. Now, I think this is worth tracking down, this game. So if you own a Mega Drive or Genesis, or the Sega Mini, the Mega Drive version, or emulation, track this one down if you're into racing. If you don't like racing, you probably won't like it. And to be fair, you probably aren't still watching now. But if you're really into racing and mindless chit-chat, you're probably still here with me. Hooray! So Mario Andretti Racing, you knew this already. You didn't think it was Manic Miner, did you? Okay, right, let's get round here. This is the battle for, well, it was the battle for 6th place, but I've messed up. We're on lap 5 of 6. So I won the first race, and as per usual, I got gradually worse. Hooray! Right, oh man, there's a little bit of undulation there, wasn't it? A bit of a bump in the road. If only we could get damage on the other cars. Like, there's 2 just there. Oh, look, he's weaving around like a twit. Well, I can't complain, I've been doing that all the way through. Right, this is a chance. Stop blocking the road, fellas. 4th place on the last lap. Overtook 2 at the same time. 1 lap to go. Is a podium out of the question? Well, it is if you go wide like that. We just need 3rd place to turn up or make a mistake or spin or something. Go on a spin cycle. Oh, no, you're not coming past, mate. Ye shall not pass. Right, listen to this engine sound. It's pretty cool. 4th place isn't bad, but not as good as 3rd or 2nd or 1st. I think I'm quite confident there. If I play this a bit, I'd win the championship. Oh, yeah. If they're going to overtake me, it's going to be round the bends, isn't it? I do go a bit round the bends. No. Oh, I thought it's going to take the inside. Their traction, their road holding seems to be a bit better. Oh, not again. This bloke's not making many friends. Well, we're only on the last lap anyway, so this car's going to last to the end. I think 3rd place is out of the question. It's just, can I hold on to 5th place? Great frame rate on this. Love the speed, and there is a bit of undulation, isn't there, every now and again. We go over the brow. Oh no, he loses it again. Can we get past him before the finishing line? Just, did we? No, 4th. He beat me by, let's see the gap there. Yeah, I just beat him. 28.59, he got 28.67. Well, hope you liked having a look at that one. I've been playing this for absolutely ages. So, yep, I really like this game. Good speed. I prefer other races, as I say. Good graphics, and there's a lot to entertain you there. IndyCars, stock cars, or dirt racing. So that was Mario Andretti Racing on the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive, depending on where you are in the world. Published by EA in 1994 and developed by Stormfront Studios. You got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, or any other racers, or IndyCars, or Mario Andretti related, then please put that in the comment section below. It's good to have a bit of a chit chat. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.